And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, epic VeVe live stream. Today, we have a live stream, that everybody's been waiting for. We have a drop that I think everybody's been excited for. We have Journey into Mystery, number 83. This is the first appearance of Thor. Shout out to everyone tuning in today. I'm going to be going over the details of this drop, kind of my predictions on prices, not financial advice, just entertainment, just my opinion, and kind of just my thoughts on where this is going to go. My strategy if I'm picking it up on the drop, if I'm going to be waiting in the market, or if I'm going to go right away for it. And if I'm stacking these, so we'll go over all the good stuff. Got a couple good videos to go over too today. We have two VeVe related videos, and then we have one that I just saw today actually that was pretty interesting, so we'll go over it. It's about AR versus VR. A lot of people are thinking AR, kind of like where all of our heads are at too, that AR is going to take over the world and kind of be a little bit more ahead of VR. They're both going to, probably gain a lot of popularity over time, but I think a lot of other people are assuming AR is going to be a little bit bigger. Details on this drop right here. We got the common, obviously the original cover. Now for me personally, I want the common on this one. I want the original cover again. I have a lot of other big comic books that, are low mints or special mints, and that's what I'm hoping for on this drop. A 3-digit mint, common, original cover. I know since we've had some giveaways come out that were low mints and people got upset, we always knew that was going to happen. I still believe huge in the low mint, special mint, original covers, just because, especially as we get closer to being able to put these in the showrooms with maybe special slabs or, labels on them, I believe people are going to want, hardcore comic collectors, they're going to want every variant cover, of course, but they're going to want the original cover. And how you stand out with the original cover is either special mint, low mint. But I've always believed in them. I still believe in them big time. We got the uncommon here. The rare. I do like the ultra rare. I'm usually a big fan of the way ultra rares look. I like that one. I will drop the hair down as we get closer to the drop. We got the secret rare. I do like the secret rare. I like the secret rare, ultra rare, and the original cover in these. Pretty limited. We're at a 10,000 total edition drop here. 6,000 for the common, original covers. Uncommon 2250. Rare 1,000. There's only 500 ultra rares. They could be a sleeper right there in my opinion. Secret rares 250. Pretty limited right there. I'm hoping for on the drop, common, ultra rare, secret rare. Those are probably my favorites. What do you guys think? Chasing Sundays, good luck, good luck. Special mint for sure, yeah. I do believe special mints will be absolute big time. Like the year that's published, or maybe even the last mint, not only just low mints, but the very, very last mint. I still believe in them big time, because we will get to a point where we're all functioning in the VeVeverse homes and everything like that, and seeing people's comic book labels, I mean, that's going to be a big flex right there in my opinion. Could take some time, it could definitely be more of a longer term vision for that, but we had a couple other drops lately. Shout out to everyone who got one of these Mickey Mouse, completed the Mickey Mouse NFT collection. Now there's some confusion because I think I put out on Twitter this is the finale and people thought I meant like no more Mickey Mouse. I do see, probably we will get more Mickey Mouse in the future, but it would be under a different collection, I would believe. So this is just the final set, I guess you would say, series in this collection, I believe. And I think they did a good job with the animation and sound on this one. I did end up completing everything on this one. There's a couple of big collections that I just wanted to have under my belt that I wanted to just have completed. The Mickey Mouse NFT collection sounds, to me, iconic when I think long term. The Disney Golden Moments, that's this collection I was fortunate to complete. And I want to complete the Batman ones. Now, that's pretty much... I would love to complete the Spider-Man, like every Spider-Man, but I don't think I'm going to be able to complete the Miles Morales Secret Rare, so... No Spider-Man, but I do have the first, set of the Marvel ones, so that's solid, but... Batman, Disney Golden Moments, and then Mickey Mouse one, and then try to save my gems, my funds for music and sports like they've been teasing. So this is a video I want to get into before we start talking about the Thor drop today. This is basically, just a clip that came up on my suggested videos, and I was like, I tuned in, and I actually really agreed big time with their opinion right here. It's only a few minutes long, so let me know. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear this now that I'm using OBS, but let me know.
VR or AR? What wins the day with consumer?
Kind of world,
like the web and the internet.
Then it's a little bit
Can
more
you hear this, Jason?
problematic for all the money spent. That's what they have to figure out. If
Do you think, Sax, it's going to be VR or AR? What wins the day with consumers?
Well, it's a good question. I mean, they're very different experiences.
Both can win, but
If we're
what I
talking
think is
20 years from now, which one will be used more? Or 10 years from now, 10 to 20 years from now, which one will make more money, be more relevant, be more utilized?
Well, I mean, AR, the dream there is that you wear these glasses that have like the Terminator view, where it's like scanning the world and giving information. You'll never forget anyone's name again, stuff like that. That would be kind of useful, maybe. VR, I think, is more about immersion. It's really like a gaming experience, I think, at least now.
I think it's all about AR. Basically, what he was saying there, he was talking about VR. I think VR lets you make the worlds, and then AR lets you experience them concurrently with the real world. And it's the same tools and libraries and kits. As a developer, making it for VR, AR is going to be pretty, I think, seamless. And so I think Apple has skipped VR on purpose, and they're going to AR. I think Google is basically going to go directly to AR. And then where does that leave? And then Microsoft already has HoloLens.
And I really think VeVe fits right into all of this. And that's why I think VeVe is one of the reasons why VeVe is so ahead of this, because and it's not just VeVe. I think VeVe is going to be the top player in this space. But I think, all the other solid, probably handful of AR companies of what they're building, they could last too, and they could survive. I truly believe AR is the future, so that's why I give props to VeVe, because they were so ahead of the curve when most people weren't even thinking about this space. They were already ahead of using AR.
They've been investing in heavily, and I think they got the biggest lead that at least we publicly know about. So I think it's going to be a race for who can get AR to work, and VR is just like kind of a waypoint on the way there.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sure that people will want to check out of the real world for some amount of their life, but they'll probably also want to be in the real world for some part of their life. And at some point, maybe if those two things merge, that distinction won't matter as much. And I think if the experience is compelling enough, it could happen.
Well, I mean, if you think...
And it's all about the VeVe experience. That's why these IP brands are so crucial to have on board in their partnerships, because of what they're building. It's going to be like a Disney World VeVe experience in AR.
Think about us playing poker on one of those poker apps. If we could put our glasses on, sit in our room, and see each other at a poker table, like if Bogan wanted to play from Australia and he was, projected into the seat on the game, and we all saw them there with glasses, AR glasses, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Be able to, have two of the people at the game be projected in, as it were.
Playing poker in the VeVe-verse. I definitely see a world when that happens. Shout out Chris Moneymaker. Hopefully we'll be able to play a round of poker in the VeVe-verse.
Could be, especially if it was Diego. I mean, that would be pretty great. I'm saying for the good of the game. I did a tweet where I said, listen, VR, people leave it on the shelf, and Paul Malucky and a bunch of people got in my face about it. And then we had like actually really good discussion, and I said, well, what about serious gamers? Because I'm talking about serious gamers. They all buy it, and then they never use it. And they said, yeah, it's not for serious gamers. And I said, okay, well, what about iPad gamers and casual gamers and Bejeweled and Candy Crush? They're like, oh, yeah, they're not interested in it. And I'm like, well, who are the gamers then? Is it the intense ones or the casual ones? They said, no, there's a new category. The number one game, like Rec Room, Beat Saber, and golf, are like crushing it with 1 million users a month in some cases. You know what they all have in common? They're physical activities where you get some amount of exercise, and it would be very difficult to coordinate in the real world.
I know, but Jason, when you look at things like Axie Infinity, where there are play-to-earn movements that are happening in sort of this layer 3 kind of DeFi world.
Omi's in a play-to-earn game coming out. What, Q1 of next year, I believe?
World where you're getting paid to basically play games. That could be a job, and then
play Madden on the kitchen table.
Hours in a metaverse of some sort. So these things are.
And we've saw teasers, right, of like fighting games in AR. My bad for looking away. I'm just trying to put these links out in my profiles and everything. But I definitely see a world where AR gaming becomes pretty impactful too.
Very possible.
I find it so
racing cars in the VeVe verse, that's going to be big time in my opinion.
dystopian. Yeah,
That's true, but I'm sure that our parents find some parts of our lifestyle dystopian, and we find certain parts of our kids' lives dystopian. It's just what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, everybody.
Just good to see other people like that really think about being in AR that much, because that's kind of where we're all going, and that's the vision that we kind of all see in the community too. So I'm gonna post this out and make a post on the community tab real quick. Shout out to Superstar Money. We'll get into his predictions. I want to get into the Comics of Crypto hodl or sell video. Shout out to Sean and the whole team. It's about a 3-minute long little clip from the podcast, so you guys are already probably following Comics and Crypto, but make sure you guys go give them a follow on Twitter and YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Good people, always put out good, valuable information. Him and Sleeping Comics, two comic gurus that I always look at for not just advice, but just try to pick their brains, what they're thinking, what they're into, see why they're into certain things. So shout out to Sleeping. Got his hat right over here. I think that's right? Yeah, right over there. Alright, let's dive into it.
Hey there, Comics Crypto Critters. Happy holidays and welcome back to HODL or Sell, where we'll be breaking down the Silver Age Grail Journey into Mystery number 83, first appearance of Thor. In the end, we will let you know if we plan to HODL or sell. As always, this is not financial advice, but purely for entertainment purposes only. Also, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button to receive updates on all our content. This issue finds the God of Thunder facing off against some very rough and rocky visitors from outer space. Thor Odinson is loosely based on the Norse mythological god of the same name, who wields the mighty hammer Mjolnir and can summon lightning and thunder at will, amongst many other mighty powers. Thor has been portrayed by actor Chris Hemsworth in 9 MCU films, including the most recent film, Thor: Love and Thunder. According to Go Collect, a recent CGC graded 9.4 sale of this comic sold in April of 2022
Big time comic.
for $432,000. There are 11 9.4 copies on the CGC census, but only one 9.6 grade of this comic and no 9.8 grades. Being a true one of one, it's difficult to determine what this 9.6 comic is worth, especially since it's never been sold. However, we estimate that it could sell for over $2 million today. Before we give our final verdict, we want to remind you that digital slabs are now available at cherrycharts.com. For our final verdict, we give this book a hodl. In terms of value, this comic is easily one of the top 10 Marvel comics of all time, and it contains the first appearance of one of the most significant and popular characters in MCU history. We believe this comic still has plenty of room to grow, which means great things for its digital counterpart on VeVe. We believe that any comic worth $500,000 or more in its highest grade is a holy grail comic, and this comic truly fits that description. Journey into Mystery 83 is not only a comic we plan on holding, but also stacking. That being said, if you have experience in the marketplace, there could be some solid opportunity to sell high for the short term while this comic is in the red ocean. This can be risky, but could lead to more opportunity. Thank you all so much for listening, happy holidays, and we'll see you all in the new year.
Great video, great video. And that's the thing, right? This is probably a top 10 comic book in a lot of people's eyes, which I'm not the comic book expert, but I would have to agree with that. But we know where the economy is right now, right? Economy is not in great shape, so definitely a bear market still. But this comic has a lot of hype. It could do really, really extremely well, and then maybe we don't know when Lambo's dropping, but we know it's dropping sometime Q1. So I think a lot of people are gearing up for that. I know for me personally, I'm excited about that. I'm gonna do everything I can to try to get that one. But I think this is another big comic book, so I'm gonna try to get at least a low mint original cover of this one if I can find a good price on that. So let's dive into Superstar Money's prediction here. See where he's thinking this comic's gonna go.
Why don't we just quickly go through the Thor drop. I know that this is not the Thor drop, but the mints are similar to Amazing Fantasy 15. Yesterday we gave our common.
Crypto King, what's going on? In the end, we gonna make it. What's going on? What's going on? I like the username. In the end, we gonna make it.
Price prediction. There's an entire breakdown of that. So if you want to learn how we got to that common breakdown or price, go check out yesterday's video. But based off that, I want to compare. So yesterday we came to the common price prediction of 130. Well, there goes the boat. Present is on the $130 or 130 gems. We came for the Thor common. So basically, what I want to do here is I want to kind of prorate it to Amazing Fantasy because this is a big Grail book. Should be higher in value than that Thor book.
Shout out to My Collectibles. I think I saw a little bit of his video too that he was comparing it a little bit to this one. Just basically, it's obviously AF 15 in a lot of people's eyes is a lot more valuable, but it's about the same edition count. They're both big time comics, so you can kind of look at this one and then I would say just take a little bit off of this one. And it's kind of where it at least should be in a lot of people's eyes.
Just based off real world value and based off of everything we talked about in yesterday's video. So if we look at the base price here, $292. If you take our price prediction of 130, do a little bit of division. You can use the calculator. You know, phones got the calculators nowadays. You get around 45% of that price. And basically, what I'm doing is I'm extending that 45% across all rarities because I feel like if they were different, like if it was or the uncommon's a completely different cover, I might have a little bit of a different opinion, but they kind of stick to the regimen where you get the actual cover as your common, then you get a grayed out version, then you get a rare that is a little bit less appealing, ultra rare that's a colorful version of that little less appealing one, and then you get the secret rare, which actually I think this secret rare is kind of dope. So if anything, these price predictions that I give you, maybe the rare and the ultra might be a little bit lower than what I say, and then the secret rare might be a little bit higher just because I think it's a really, really cool cover. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. So anyways, if we go with the 45%, the common, we've seen that 292, that puts you around 130, which is how we derived our 45%. If we go to the uncommon, you can see it's at 205, so trading for less. If I do that 45% here, we're going to be around 95 gems on the uncommon for Thor, so that might be your easiest way into the book. And it also has less mints, so if you're a believer in the app long term and you think people are going to go for scarcity, the uncommon could be a good play. The Thor rare is not my favorite book. We'll go look at them in a second here, but $298 for the rare on Amazing Fantasy. So you're just a couple bucks more than the common.
A little less than
so
15 minutes.
135 when it comes to the Thor. So it's going to be close to the common price if it sticks to what this book is doing. The ultra rare here, we got a really big bump up because this is so even the rare is a VeVe.
Ultra rare is actually, I think, hitting 1,000 right now, or maybe just a little bit above. I was just looking at it.
Exclusive, but this one's colored in. It's I guess the way it's meant to be, and then the other one they just grayscale it. So this one here, you got a really big jump, 875. I really like this one because literally only Amazing Fantasy with this cover ever is on VeVe. So I feel like that really has something to it. I don't have this. Maybe eventually we'll get there, but not right now. So if I use my 45% on this one here, we're around 395. It's 395, 400 gems on the ultra rare for the Thor. And then the secret rare, you got 9799. So this price has been pretty volatile. You can see it. With a couple listings done, you're at 15,000. So you know they're hard to get into, but if you wipe a couple of these listings, you're at 15,000. But regardless, we're using the floor and we're going 45%, and that puts you around 4,400 gems. And I'm pretty okay with these price predictions doing this method. Like I did the method beforehand. I was like, does this make sense? Do I really like this? And with the numbers that I came up with, 130 common, 95 uncommon, 135 rare, 395 ultra, and 4,400 secret rare. I'm kind of comfortable with that. I want to know what you guys think. Are you comfortable with that? Like, do you think those numbers are pretty close? I know some people thought we might have been a little bit low yesterday.
I think it starts out about that, maybe a tad higher, but it works its way down. It's going to kind of go up and down a little bit, in my opinion, and then kind of settle off into the next big drop. But I think it's going to be worth going for it, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course. Nothing I say is financial advice, but in my opinion only. I think it's gonna be a good one to go for. It's only $20. We got SoCal Homie in the building. How we doing, brother? Definitely would be a solid one to hit the secret rare one. I agree, my man. How's Cali weather over there? Is it a little chilly? Or is it pretty warm still? That's one thing I noticed. I felt like it was a little bit chillier than I expected. Like at nights and stuff, I'm glad I brought a couple hoodies. The 45% ratio sounds right to me. I agree. I like their system that they came up with. Shout out to, Superstar Money fellows over there. Their predictions are usually pretty spot on too. Like I would, maybe secret rare is a little bit high, but again, the edition count is so low to where it makes pretty good sense. I like the price predictions right there. I feel like ultra rare could again be maybe a steal right away, just because there's only 500 of them, and that's kind of what I did with the AF-15. Luckily, I got the drop on the AF-15. Flipped the common to a rare, or I flipped the common and then I got a low mint common out of it. So right now I have a low mint 6x6 common AF-15 and the ultra rare. Hopefully, I'm trying to do the same thing with this one, but at least get one or the other with the store one, because I want to make sure I get Lamborghini. Shorts and tees on Christmas. Slight overcast now, cool in the evening. Man, that's the life right there, brother. Alright, we got 10 minutes to the drop. I don't think you can do the drop on the website. Does anyone know? Has anyone tried it lately? I always do it on my phone. Again, one thing I really like to do is back out of all the other apps that I have running. Could be like ESPN Fantasy Football app. I definitely don't have that running anymore. I'm out. Shout out to everyone in the Omi Fantasy Football League. Y'all got me. Finally, I'm out. Players did not perform. Devontae, the Raiders could not play in the cold. Josh Jacobs, Mark Andrews. Brutal. Wow, I just got a little gift from work. Let's go. Shout out to Marty if he's watching. That's amazing. And people are so kind sometimes. Yeah, that's awesome. This is a big drop, guys. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this one. Like for me, someone who's not an expert, I use it as my advantage. Like, because I'm not an expert on Marvel characters and all that kind of stuff, comic books. But so I try to use the stuff I don't know basically to my strength. So stuff like the first appearance of Wolverine, first appearance of the Hulk, those are like the comic books, and Thor's in there too. Like these are the comic books that I would be saying like, okay, that's got to be a big one. So in my opinion, that kind of almost doesn't help me, but I kind of just use it as my strength. So if you think it's a big character and you're not really familiar with a lot of these characters, then chances are it's probably pretty big. But of course, you got to do your own research. That's why I always try to pick people's minds. Like Sleeping Comics, shout out to Sleeping. Shout out to Sean from Comics and Crypto. What's your favorite cover of these? Like for me, the rare. A lot of people like the black and white outlines. I think they did a good job on like some of them. I mean, they did a good job on all of them, but just the way the aesthetics look. Like this one is not my favorite. I do like the colored in version of it. Like I said, for me, the secret rare just pops. I'm usually a fan of the ultra rare, but I may even like secret rare a little bit more, maybe. We got 6 minutes to the drop. Once you get rid of all your apps that you have running, the other thing that I like to do is go to the very bottom of your VeVe app. You have all the tabs: store, collection, feed, market, profile. Go to your profile tab all the way to the right. Then go to the settings, go to my files, remove all downloaded files. It'll ask you again, hit confirm. You did not, you don't have to worry about, it's not deleting all your collectibles. All that's doing is just removing the downloaded file for when maybe you download your files to go in your showrooms. So if you've been in your showrooms creating a lot of content, a lot of artwork in there. Probably smart to remove the files going for these drops. Especially the big ones. I mean, only 10,000 editions. Could be an opportunity right now. I don't know what it's going to come out as. If it comes out below, I think a couple of people in here said if below 100, people are stacking. I think a lot of people have that same mindset. I think a lot of people, if they have a target price, and if it comes out below that, you know they're going to be going hard on it. And it's already a $20 retail, so I see it starting out anywhere between 80 and that 130 range. Obviously, if a couple come out, it could be kind of high at first and then go down and back up. Daniel Marquez, how we doing? How we doing? Y'all missed the winter storm, huh? Yeah, I think Chasing Sundays, I think SoCal's like the only people out there in Canada that missed it. And it's cold today. Papa Geezer Breezer. Man, I got a feeling a lot of people in the chat on the live stream are going to do well today. I don't know why. I think good luck's rubbing off right now. Secret Rare SoCal. Has anyone hit SRs in the chat already for comics? I have yet to hit a Secret Rare. Speaking of that, 5 minutes ago, I think it's time. I promised people I would do this, so. Probably looks crazy. I mean, since Thor's dropping, we gotta bust it out. We gotta bust out the long hair for the Thor drop. People are gonna be tuning in like, what is going on? What's your strategy for clicking, Johnny? Shout out to David Bolin. So basically, David, when I'm on this screen right here, when I'm on the actual drop screen, a lot of people will sit here and wait till it's 0 minutes and 0 seconds and wait till you see buy now pop up and react to it and then click. For drops that sell out instantly, you're going to be a little slow. So because of that reaction. So instead of reacting to seeing buy now and then clicking, I'm trying to time it. Basically, I count down with the timer at like 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. And so the buy now pops up 1 second after 0 minutes, 0 seconds. So if you know it pops up 1 second after, you can just stay in rhythm with the countdown and start your click slightly before you even see buy now pop up, if that makes sense. I always used to use this analogy. Maybe it helps with sports. Like, think of a quarterback throwing a timing route to the wide receiver. Before the wide receiver is even open, the quarterback throws it. So by the time the ball gets there, it hits his hands perfectly. He's not staring them down and then throwing at him. So treat the buy now the same way. Start your click for buy now slightly before you even see buy now, based on the rhythm. So by the time your thumb hits it, it should be perfect timing. It's a little bit riskier just because you run the risk of timing it wrong and pressing too early, and then you kind of have to do like a double click at the end and hope you're in the time. This drop, you still might be able to get away with that. I think it's going to sell out, but I think you might have like a split second if like you're not perfect on the first try. How many years of worth of hair is that? I started growing it out in 2019. So all of 2020, 2021, 2018, I'm sorry. It's been, 4 years, going on 5 years now? It's the first time in my life I ever decided to grow my hair out. It looks kind of crazy. Promised people I would do this for Thor. I've hit Secret Rare collectibles, just no Secret Rare comics. SoCal usually gets the uncommons. Yeah, looking for Mitts number 83 in 1962. Yup. I mean, 83, I don't even know if that would be possible in this one because they'll probably start at like 300 or maybe 400 or something. Right after the drop, depending on what I get, I'm going to put my hair back. The other thing I like to do too, it's kind of risky, but with about 30 seconds left, some people like to do it with 10 seconds left. I would say it's risky with 10 seconds. Less riskier at 30 seconds. I'd like to just back out by just hitting the store tab and coming right back into the drop. Sometimes it kind of just resets the timer and makes it be more on time. Sometimes it gets delayed a little bit or whatever the case is, but A lot of people have had great luck when they do it with 10 seconds. So that's risking it because it's happened to me. Like, it kind of freezes and then you miss the drop completely. Maybe the app, you know, bugs out on you, closes, crashes on you. So good luck, everybody. We have 30 seconds left. I'm going to back out. I'm going to do it again. Alright. Alright, fam. Sip of coffee. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, got it. Alright. I got one. Did it sell out right away? Probably have a chance to get two, maybe. I'm just gonna wait for one. One and done, baby. One and done. Use the power of my hair. Let's get Thor. Let's get a low mint here. In 1962. 1952. Either one, honestly, at this point. Since they had the start year here in 1952. Chasing Sunday's got one. David got one. I got number 8010. Not great. Not bad, though. Did anyone miss the drop? It's still up for me. Nope. It's saying unable to reserve. Let's go! 6. Wow, super rush. Dude, that's amazing, man. 762. Oh, 7,621. My bad. Hey, but at least you got one, you know? Did anyone go for it and not get one? Or did everybody get one? Because it looks like it sold out right away. But I felt like it was just slow enough to where a lot of people like were able to still get one. Alright, time to put the hair up. It's a whole process. I'm going to get it braided eventually. Shout out to On My Way. I saw him at the airport. LAX. Cover up my tons of fancy lineups. Show to VeVe. BDK, how we doing? How we doing, brother? Superman got one. I feel like everyone got one. Did everyone get one? Sold out. Lots of wins. Very surprised. Yeah. I want to know if anyone didn't get one. It's alright if you didn't get one. Wow, David, really? Dude, you know what's crazy? Everyone keeps saying that to me. Like, my hair goes down so far. It won't stop growing. Like, I don't know what's happening, but, like, my hair, literally, to this day, it just won't stop. I've grown my hair since 2016, and it stopped growing after, like, 3 years, and never got near as long as yours looks on. I appreciate that, David. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, SoCal, I got a bad mitt, too. I'm sure your hair looks great, though, brother. David. Daniel Marquez. Shout out to Daniel. He got a big win. Season 3 OG got a big win. Superman, I look like I'm in a metal band. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, my plan is to get it braided. I just never have. I never went through with it yet. That was the whole reason why I started to grow it out. And I never grew it out before because I was either like playing baseball or in teaching classes, eventually teaching. And I was like, you know what? Since I'm done teaching, so, yeah, I'm going to finally grow my hair out. And I finally did. That's when I started making music in 2018. It all happened in 2018. So, that's when I made my first video on YouTube. Oh yeah, Rebound. Appreciate you big time. I don't have my timer up, so I'm going to have to just freestyle it. My phone's pretty fast, so like as soon as it turns 11:04. Gonna be like the longest minute ever. Wait here. Get ready for the rebound. I think it really depends on your phone too. Like if it's a little bit slower of a phone, you gotta do it slightly before. Nope. Well, last time I actually tried this, I did it right on the dot and it worked for me. I just, like, the buy now came up. I just didn't get it. $20 seconds. Yeah, good looks, guys. I always miss the... I always miss that's... It's kind of funny. Like, no matter what. Wow, BDK, he stole the rebound from all of us. I look like two different people, like with my hair down and then my hair up. It's kind of wild. I'm definitely not used to the way I look with my hair up. I look like... wild. Like if someone saw me walking down the street. FOMO Joe got a dub. Tyler Sheehan got one. Let's go. Did anyone score a low mint? Like a 3-digit? Let's see what the prices are going for. Should be up, man. Well, definitely not in collectibles. Let's go to J. Maybe I just can't view it on the website. It's got to be on my phone. Yeah, I like how my phone just pops up. All right, comma's going for 47. Interesting. Secret rare going for 2.4. Wow, shout out to Sam Ellis. He got the secret rare. Hey, shout out to Sam. Ultra rare going for 370. Rare's going for 100. Okay, so I think the lowest you can get is like a 200 mint. The lowest so far I see is 215. I wonder why I can't see it up on the web app. Date listed you. It should be up top here. Am I doing something wrong? My collectibles. Let's go. You still in Mexico? What are you on vacation right now? I saw pictures here. You just living the life right now? Do you get a drop? Do people, anyone who has a drop head gets to go down to Mexico? Is that what I heard? I wonder if they're limiting these to one account. I'm not sure about that, BDK. I know some drops have been limited, some haven't been. Super Rush got the uncommon. Solid, solid. Let's see here. Good price right there. Yeah, 215 I think is the lowest mint I've seen so far. Oh, max limit reach, you're right. What? I guess some of them, yeah, some of them have limits. Oh man, for 20 gems, really? Alright. That's interesting. I don't know which one I got on the drop. Let's see. I picked up a 3-digit. I'm just waiting to see what my actual rarity is on the drop I got. Imagine it be the secret rare. Let's go. 3-digit uncommon, tempting flip. Let's see what they're going for. How low is it? Oh, I see some uncommon moments going for like 80, 65. Seems a little low. One pending delivery. Some of the, you ever look at some of the comments? Sometimes they just make you laugh. This person says just followed yours and Hannah. Oh man. Let's go, Jay. Journey in the Mystery. Wonder why it's not up on the web app though. Aha. Common. 57, alright. About 3x. Uncommon. 30. Rares up 63. There's only 1,000 edition of these. It could be a steal right now. Wow, okay, something's going on here. What's up with all these false? Whoa. What does false mean? It has to be like... Alright, I thought these were all like usernames. But it just comes up as this. What does false mean? Like they're not real? Not real listings? Looks like these are real people. Hey, shout out to Hodler. What's his makes great content on YouTube. Spyos when. VeVe Hodler. I guess he landed the secret rare. That's awesome. Yeah, weird web app glitch. Oh, yeah, I think so. I had a feeling this drop wasn't going to be what it made out to be, JD. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's really just, you know, there's a lot of hype within the community, but you have to look at those macroeconomics. Like, they haven't changed. Like, even when we get Lambo, there's going to be so much hype, but it could be an opportunity to flip because things could go back down because the economy's terrible. But Lambo's going to be a big drop regardless. Hate this wait for delivery. Yeah, it's brutal sometimes. It can be tough. Is this how many left have to be delivered? If so, we could see the market calm down big time. But I don't think so. That's not right. There's no way. I don't think so. And usually when you go, like, Thor should be coming up quicker than it is for some reason. At least it had me back to the spot. I didn't think it would. Kind of saved my spot there. Yeah, it's got to be a web app glitch. It's only 1,000 of these. I'm surprised it's only 63 right now. I think it's just because people don't love the black and white. I kind of love the fact that it shows members since up on your username. Soon that's going to have Master Collector Program points, MCP points. It's going to have people's badges. That's when things really get interesting, in my opinion. Because that's when it becomes competitive. You've heard Silicon Secure talk about it. You know, whales are going to compete with each other. You know, and it's not just whales, but they're going to compete with each other. Everybody's going to be competing with each other. And there's a few things there. One, it's going to help people pick out real people from the market, buying from like a real collector, a real person. And then you're going to have competition because the Disney Golden Moments badge for completing that, the Mickey Mouse NFT collection badge, the Batman badge, the Batman logo badge, or whatever it is. Like, those are things that I'm targeting. Maybe you have all the Spider-Man and you want that Spider-Man badge, like stuff like that. I think we get pretty cool. It's a little gamification there. People's rank. And find out who the big dogs are. Oh, we see a 196. Alright, so I wonder how low these are actually going to go. 8,000. Whew! Not bad, not bad. Shout out to everyone who scored the ultra rare, secret rare, rare. Uncommon still not bad. At least you made $10. Common about 3 extra money. Let's see, did mine come in yet? Nope. Has anyone read their comics? I have yet to really read the comics. Yeah, I don't know. They are wondering, or they are limiting. Haha, Super Rush, I'll go crazy. I might have to put the hair back down. Yeah, the one thing, the good thing about this is the holders of this one get the Mickey Mouse signature. The one thing that I was thinking about, though, is they do have... As soon as I saw that, I was like, that's interesting, because I'm pretty sure I have the Mickey Mouse signature already. So I don't know. What's your take on this? Because I'm kind of conflicted on what's the first Mickey Mouse signature. Where is it? Yeah, BDK. I got one in the market. I got a low mint. I just wanted a 3-digit mint. But I'm just waiting on the one that I actually got. It's like an 8,000 mint. Feels like a secret rare mint. I mean, clutch. If you look at this lenticular, now this is a Mickey Mouse lenticular card with Mickey's signature on it. The airdrop is about to be a Mickey Mouse signature collectible. So I don't know if it's because it's just a collectible, just his signature on it, if that means more. Or would this mean more in the future because this is the first? I don't know why it's not there. There we go. There we go. Take a look. No. No, want that to happen. But yeah, it's the same exact signature. So what do you guys think? Would this be the first Mickey Mouse signature on this lenticular? Or because this is the actual, this is the signature on an actual collectible specifically for a signature. See what I'm saying? It's interesting. Technically, which is the first in your eyes? Same exact signature too. Uncommon is going for 20 less than common. Yeah, uncommon always gets the the back end of the stick. I don't know why. Well, I guess I know why. Because the common at least has the original cover aspect to it. But the uncommon's not the exact original cover. But it just kind of looks like original cover. Just grayed out. Whoa, what? 57. This should be a little bit more because of the edition account, though, in my opinion. Let's take a look. Uncommon has 2,000 editions. But again, I think VeVe does the original covers on the commons. It's just like why a lot, it's not like this for every set, but a lot of the sets you see, the most popular character is the common, or the animated one is like the least, or I would say the one with the most editions type thing, because it's actually a great business decision. That way you're putting a worth on every single rarity, so collectors will want every single rarity. Because think about the opposite, right? Say if the common, or say if the original cover was this secret rare 250 edition, that would be insane amount of money, like unreachable. And if you put a random cover as the common with 6,000 editions, that might go under retail a lot of the time. But in hindsight, you know, that Superman comic that I was fortunate to get legendary, kind of like that system as well as this one, because, you know, I wonder if in the future VeVe kind of goes that route, or maybe switches his format up just to try things out, because that's why I'm still holding my Superman comic, because it's the only one that's in pristine condition that looks like the original cover, that's not worn out, and there's only 150 of them. So like, imagine they did this Thor comic and the original cover, what is the common, had 250 editions. The price would be probably over 2K. And these, just to get into a Thor comic with like a random cover, it would be cheaper based on the edition count. For big time comics, I think it would work. But for like a lot of the other comics, I don't think it would. But maybe, who knows? Who knows? It'd be something to think about, right? I am surprised Super Rush. I'm surprised that Secret Rare got that high, to be honest. I didn't think it would. What I think is happening is, with complete no knowledge of this, I'm completely guessing here, is it seemed like someone or like a bunch of whales just bought a bunch of them to make sure that Mickey airdrop is more limited. So I could be completely wrong on that, but that's what makes me. As soon as it happened, it pushed it when that kind of skyrocket up. That's what made me think. Made me think of right away. I feel the same way, SoCal, because Lenticular is the first appearance of the signature. Even though this drop is like featuring the signature itself, Mickey's signature is already out. Same with Donald Duck. That's actually one of the reasons why I completed that set, is because that's the first ever signatures of those big time characters. And luckily I didn't get the Secret Rare when it was expensive. And I was wrong. I thought every single one of those lenticulars, the first series, was going to be big time. And I was completely wrong on that. I only got the Mickey and Minnie, and then later on, like just kind of recently, I got the rest of them. But I was so wrong on that. I thought every single one was going to be like a pretty good amount, and it wasn't. Well, SR just below 1K. I think it really just kind of shows how much of a bear market we're in right now. Let's see here. Let me get rid of. Shout out to Superstar. Shout out to Comics Crypto. No, SR is still at 1600, I think, unless this is like old. 1200, okay. Probably did dip below. Someone was not letting that happen. First appearance of Thor. Ultra Rare 200. Oh, wow. I may have to get me a rare. Just because there's only 1,000 of them. Pretty low right now in price. And I like to try to match my original covers with like a rare, ultra rare. Oh, 2 commons. Alright, I got a common. 8,000 mint. Not great. I'll probably let that one go and grab a rare. I don't know. Thor FA, that's a pretty big comic. I don't know if I want to let it go though. For 40. Let's see. Let's see how the rare's holding up. If I can make the swap, I think I will. See, I think this is like a stackable comic though. Like having 2 FA Thors, I don't think is bad. Stacking it would probably be the best bet. Yeah. We'll see. If I end up letting it go, I'll probably just grab a rare or just hold on to 2. I like matching them though, like with the rare or ultra rare. A smart move in the end. Yeah, I agree. Because the commons, like I said, they have the original covers. So like stacking the Thor FAs, I don't think is a bad play at all. I think a lot of people will eventually. And I think the variants are kind of just more so for your hardcore comic collectors. Like if people always say, is it the secret rare or is it the low mint common? I think the answer is both for like those big time collectors. Like when I think of like a whale collector who's in the comics, they're gonna want the original cover of the comic. We saw that happen with AF-15. People were shouting out, "Get the original of this one!" And it's like, why just this one? Why not all the other Grail comics? Because I think people started to realize the importance of these common original covers, and how you separate yourself. You get that special mint, the published year, or either a low mint or the very last mint. You know, collectors are gonna find their way to kind of separate themselves. So I always think one of those whale hardcore comic collectors is going to get the original cover low mint, special mint, and then match that with every other variant in that set. And how deep their pockets go, maybe they go low mint on every single variant. But that's why I think those original covers are going to be huge. Just my opinion, of course, not financial advice. Shout out to everyone who got something on the drop. I know a lot of people got the drop today. Not really many, rarity wins, like not too many ultra rares, secret rares or anything, but at least a lot of people got the drop today. Pretty solid. Had to let down the hair for a little bit. A lot of people like it, some people don't, but I'm kind of like in between. I don't mind it. It's kind of cool to let down once in a while. But let me know in the chat, what do you guys think the next drop's gonna be? I really don't know. I hope it's not Lambo just yet. I hope they can wait till like maybe mid-January, late January, then drop it on us, because I'm not ready yet. But you never know with VeVe. They could drop it next drop. Who knows? I want to see some predictions down in the comments after I upload the video. You guys have any predictions? Maybe, I think with comics, we just had a pretty big comic. So the next ones that I'm looking forward to personally is like the Hulk, Wolverine. I don't think they're going to give that to us right away. Maybe some filler comics type thing. But I think they could have a chance to do another big collectible drop. So maybe to end the new year off, or start the new year off, end this one. Who knows? But I want to see some predictions down in the chat, in the comments down below. Happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully everyone had a good Christmas. Hopefully everyone has a good New Year. Till next time, I will be signing out. Might have a special guest on the next live stream. You never know. Shout out to Claire too. Claire came on the channel the other day. If you guys haven't checked out that video, make sure you guys go check that out. Talked a lot about their upcoming plans with Woman of X VeVe too, what they got going on. Talked about her history, experience with being a Discord mod. Talked a lot about her collection, huge collection. She has almost 200 sets. So shout out to Claire, an awesome person in the community. Been here since day one, and he's always supported the vision of this project. So awesome person to have on. But until next time, I'm signing out, guys. It's your boy Johnny Dunn. We out, fam.